I got a message for you lovelies, for you empaths, for you old souls trying to make it through this crazy world. I want you to remember that you are the center of your universe. Everything that you experience in this world is through the vantage point of exactly where you are. The more centered you are with your highest self, the more your energy is pulled in towards your spine, to your core, to that pillar of light that goes from your crown chakra to your root chakra. The more your attention is there, the truer this is. You are the center of your universe. You're self-referenced. You are your own source. That drop of source energy is deep, deep within your own heart. The more you focus on outer circumstances, other people, the more you put your attention on what's going on with them, the more your energy is going outside of yourself. That's why it can make you feel so drained. It can make you feel so unimportant. And as an empath, so sensitive to the world around you, it happens so easily, especially if you were raised to be in survival mode, in self-defense mode, where you grew up having to scan the environment around you, constantly scanning for threats, constantly having to interpret facial expressions, having to interpret everyone's vibe to make sure that you're safe, to make sure that you don't say anything wrong or do anything wrong, something that may trigger someone. So it takes a lot of self-awareness and intentional reprogramming to bring that energy all the way back to yourself. There is an intelligence around you. There's a divine intelligence guiding you. When I look into your energy field, I see it as angels and spirit guides. Other people may see it as light. Sometimes I'll see it as symbols. Sometimes it's just a general message coming in unison from all of them. And they're just saying it together like a choir. Some of these intelligent beings around you are people that you've known in this life who have passed on. Some of them are people you have known in past lives, and they have passed on, but they've stayed with you in the spirit realm, committed to you to guide you. Sometimes I see the highest selves of other people who you know right now, who you're closely tied to. But no matter what version no matter how it is that I may see it, what's clear to me is that there is divine intelligence that has its attention on you. It is guiding you specifically. You are the physical manifestation of this divine intelligence that's around you. Abraham Hicks calls it the inner being. I call it angels and guides. I may refer to it collectively as your spirit or your highest self. But all of these beings have chosen to remain in unmanifested spirit form, non-physical form. But you are in physical form. You're the manifestation. And I'm saying all of this to you because I want you to understand how important you are. How important you are to this many beings Every person who I look into their energy field, there is a guardian angel directly in front of them, and there are multiple beings all around them. They are constantly guiding you, constantly calling to you. And what they're calling you towards is more of you, more love, more confidence, more success, more happiness. They're always calling you towards a higher version of you. Some of them literally want to be integrated into your body, your physical experience right now. They want you to take on their personality traits. And that may sound a little creepy, but what's really cool is that they actually are you. All of them together is what makes you you. So many different energies at play in every single person. So, in order to feel better and do better and be better, you don't need for circumstances to change. You don't need for anyone in your life to do anything differently than what they're doing at right this very second. You don't need more of them. You just need more of you. And when I say you, I mean the multidimensional you. You as you know yourself now, you as you used to be, you as you imagine yourself in the future, and you as in all of the variations of divine intelligence that are all around you. You just need more of you. Love more of you, accept more of you, and understand the importance of your life. On the flip side of this also means that you are in charge of you. You are creating you. You're creating your life as you know it. You are the center of your universe as you know it. So it's all your responsibility. And I think that is probably the number one thing about these spiritual ideas that makes people so uncomfortable. If you're creating your own reality, that means that you're responsible for all of it. You're the only one who can change anything. But by no means am I saying that you're all alone. Obviously not, if you're surrounded by divine intelligence. You create through your focus. Your focus has the creative power of God. And part of what you need to be focusing on is pulling all of your energy back towards you, all of your attention back towards you. You can put your attention in your hands and into your feet. Put your attention right on your spine and imagine, visualize that pillar of light connecting your crown chakra to the cosmos, connecting your crown chakra to the cosmos, connecting your root chakra to the core of the earth. And just sit there in that pillar of light, and all the parts of you that you may have cast off in the past, invite them back in. You as a child, you as a teenager, you as the bitchy mom yesterday who threw a big fit. you as the person who is in debt, you as the person who is unhealthy in your body, you as the person who is in an unhappy marriage, you as the person who is fighting with your sister. All the versions of you, you just call them back, accept them, love them. And visualize that pillar of light. And just hold yourself there. And the more you bring your attention back to that pillar of light, where your spine is, the more concentrated the energy will be there, and the more magnetic it becomes. And this is especially important for the empaths. If you're a person who leans towards emotional avoidance, and if you've witnessed narcissistic personality tendencies in your behavior, then these suggestions may not apply to you quite as much. Sometimes in those cases, we just need to put more focus on other people. Consider the circumstances and the points of view of other people more often. But for you empaths, like me, for the ones who lean towards codependency and anxiousness, these are really powerful practices. It's a really important shift in you taking control of your life, being in command of your circumstances. So once again, this is the take-home message, something I tell myself every day. You are the center of your universe. Everything you experience is through the vantage point of you. You are self-sourced. You have that drop of source energy right in the middle of your heart. You are the one who's feeding yourself. You are the source of your own love. All of the good feelings that you think are coming from the outside or inspired by the outside, they're your feelings. That's your joy. That's your bliss. That's your ecstasy that you're feeling. It's your energy field that's opening up. It's your heart that's opening up. It all comes from you. That's where your power is. That's where your light is. And the more your focus is there, the more empowered you'll feel. If this message resonated for you, please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of this kind of content. Become a part of the little community that I'm building. Please tell me your name, tell me where you're from. At this point in my YouTube journey, I will always respond to your comments. If you'd like to book a one-on-one session with me or book a spirit reading where I can take a look into your energy field, then you can go to my website at queenwortham.com. You can also just click the link that's down in the description. I hope that helps. Sending you love. Bye-bye.